Imagine for a moment that you find yourself in a dark room, surrounded by shadows, with the only sound being a distant, almost infernal chorus. The air feels thick, laden with the essence of something that doesn't belong to this world. Suddenly, before you, a titanic figure emerges, a presence so unsettling that it makes you question whether you are truly awake. This figure is Lucifer, the fallen angel, summoning his legions. The mind behind this disturbing vision is none other than Sir Thomas Lawrence, a British painter known for his elegant and flattering portraits of the aristocracy. But in an unexpected twist in his career, he decided to create a work completely different from what everyone expected of him. A work so powerful that it has even been linked to the Rothschilds, one of the most powerful and enigmatic families in the world. Before his death, Baron Jacob Rothschild was photographed in front of this painting, an image that seemed to seal a sinister pact between power and the profane. But why is this painting of Lucifer so hated? What is it about the work that disturbs those who gaze upon it? Today, I will guide you through the dark secrets of this painting, exploring why it has been criticized, feared, and yet inexplicably fascinating to so many. Let's begin. Sir Thomas Lawrence, already renowned for his elegant portraits of British high society, took a bold turn in his career when, at the age of 26, he chose to tackle an entirely different subject: historical painting. This genre, regarded as the pinnacle of high art, focused on depicting classical myths and historical events, challenging artists to demonstrate their skill on an epic scale. In 1797, Lawrence presented his depiction of Satan at the Royal Academy's summer exhibition. This work portrayed a naked Satan, adorned only with a sword, a helmet, and a few folds of cloth that barely covered his muscular body. The figure was imposing, but it also drew criticism for its wild posture and exaggerated musculature, which some considered ridiculous. Lawrence had been studying the figure of Satan for several years before deciding to capture it on canvas. From a young age, he had shown a particular interest in depicting mythological and religious figures, and Satan, as the fallen angel, offered him a unique opportunity to explore a subject laden with drama and emotion. Lawrence created numerous drawings and preparatory sketches, striving to perfect the posture, musculature, and expression that would ultimately be seen in the painting. By the time he presented the work in 1797, Lawrence had already invested years of effort into its creation. For Satan's body, he used John Jackson, a well-known bare-knuckle boxer of the time, as his model. But the choice of Jackson was no coincidence. Not only had he previously served as the model for Lawrence's earlier painting, Homer reciting his poems, but his imposing physique and reputation in the ring perfectly matched the powerful and rebellious figure Lawrence sought to represent. Around the same time, in 1795, Jackson became the English bare-knuckle boxing champion after defeating his opponent by grabbing his hair and striking him into submission. The inspiration for this painting comes from the renowned epic poem Paradise Lost by John Milton. First published in 1667, this poem recounts Lucifer's rebellion and his fall from heaven, a theme that deeply resonated with many artists, especially in the period following the French Revolution. In this poem, Milton portrays Satan as a fallen angel who rebels against divine authority in an act of defiance and pride. The famous line from the poem, "Awake, arise, or be forever fallen," is the one Lawrence chose to depict in his painting. These words mark a pivotal moment in the poem where Satan rallies his followers, the other fallen angels, to attempt to reclaim heaven. Lawrence, captivated by the emotional intensity and tragedy of this passage, decided to bring it to life in his work, creating a powerful and disturbing portrayal of Lucifer summoning his legion. Following the French Revolution in 1789, the figure of Satan took on new meaning for many artists and intellectuals. Satan, the rebel defying supreme power, was seen as a symbol of the revolutionary spirit that was changing the world. Artists like Henry Fuseli and William Blake, contemporaries of Lawrence, also drew inspiration from Milton's poem to create their own depictions of Satan, reflecting the turmoil and desire for change that was felt in society at the time. Despite the effort and dedication Lawrence had invested in the piece, the painting was met with ridicule and negative criticism, cementing its place as one of the most controversial works of its time. One of the harshest critiques came from John Williams, a critic and satirist of the era, who described the painting as a mad German baker dancing naked in a conflagration of his own syrup. This critique mocked the figure of Satan, pointing out that the anatomy of the painting was so disproportionate that the figure seemed to consist entirely of arms and legs, and that, from a distance, it could be mistaken for the symbol of an eagle with outstretched wings. But perhaps the most brutal criticism came from a fellow artist, John Hopner, who allegedly offered £100 to have the painting removed from the exhibition. This offer, aside from reflecting Hopner's personal aversion to the work, underscored the degree of rejection this painting provoked among some of the artistic circles of the time. Additionally, Lawrence was accused of plagiarizing the aforementioned Henry Fuseli, whose painting For Battering, the Midgard Serpent, featured a similarly heroic figure to Satan. The similarities in posture and musculature led some critics to question Lawrence's originality, further intensifying the controversy surrounding the work. In recent years, this painting has once again become a subject of controversy, this time due to a photograph that has sparked countless conspiracy theories online. The image in question shows Baron Jacob Rothschild, a member of one of the most influential and enigmatic families in the world, posing alongside the famous artist Marina Abramovich in front of this unsettling painting. This photo, taken during a talk Abramovich gave at the Royal Academy of London for the Rothschild Foundation, has ignited a wave of speculation and rumours, contributing to the renewed dark fame of this painting. On social media and conspiracy forums, the image has been interpreted in the most bizarre ways. One of the most popular theories suggests that the Rothschild family, known for their immense power and influence in global politics and economics, made a pact with the devil, using Lawrence's painting as a symbol of this supposed sinister alliance. Some have even erroneously claimed that the painting is a self-portrait of Jacob Rothschild himself, insinuating that he sees himself reflected in the figure of Satan. It is crucial to debunk these claims, but before you go, I want to take less than a minute to tell you about something special. On our website, you'll find this painting along with over 350 other historical artworks, all available to decorate your home. Each product is entirely handmade, ensuring that the quality of the artwork is as faithful as possible to the original painting. You even have the option to purchase a painting as a phone case, so not only can you protect your device, but you can also carry a piece of art with you wherever you go. Shipping is completely free worldwide, so after you finish watching this video, I encourage you to check out our catalog on the website. I'll leave the link in the description below. Firstly, the painting Satan summoning his legions has no direct connection to the Rothschild family beyond this photograph. The work is part of the collection of the Royal Academy of London, where it has remained since it was first presented in 1797. There is no evidence that it ever belonged to the Rothschilds, nor is there any reason to believe the family is specially linked to this work. The idea that Satan is a self-portrait of Jacob Rothschild is of course entirely false. Lawrence painted the work in 1797, almost 2 centuries before Jacob Rothschild was born. This theory has no basis and is purely speculative. The controversy surrounding this image is a clear example of how the power of the internet can distort reality, creating fictitious narratives that quickly spread. Despite the lack of evidence, the connection between Lawrence's painting and the Rothschilds has captured people's imaginations, turning it into an object of hatred and receiving attacks that have nothing to do with the true meaning of the painting. I'd love to hear your opinion about this painting, and I'd like to know what impression it left on you the first time you saw it. Personally, I find it to be a majestic work that was unjustly criticized in its time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on 2 analyses like this every week. Don't forget to visit inspiragio.com and follow me on social media for more art content. See you in the next video. Bye.